Hello, Wolverines. This is your principal, Ms. Hayden, your ACE coordinator,
Ms. Drucker,
your academy coordinator,
Mr. Wilkinson,
and a representative from our amazing school counseling team,
Ms. Say.
We developed this presentation to assist you with the course selection process for the 2020-2021 school year. Are you guys ready?
Oh yeah!
Oh yes.
Woo!
Here we go.
Okay, let's begin. Your basic high school graduation requirements are here. This is what you need to walk out the door and graduate. You need 4 language arts classes. You need your 4 math classes. You need 3 science classes. Now, I'm going to pause there. It is important that you remember that 3 math classes must be taken in high school. So if you took Algebra 1 and Geometry in middle school, you still need 3 more rigorous math classes while you're here. Same with the science classes. If you did take physical science in middle school, it will count as a high school requirement. However, you must still take 3 sciences on our campus. So keep that in mind when you're reviewing these. You also need your Performing and Fine Arts course, your physical education and personal fitness, and then 8 electives. You also need your 2.0 GPA, a full online course, and 20 hours of volunteer service at a nonprofit agency. Now, if you are college bound, your requirements are much more rigorous. In order to compete and walk in the door of a good university, admissions officers have advised us they're looking for what you see on the screen. Note, there are 4 years of science, not 3, taken in high school, 4 of math, Algebra 2 and beyond if possible. Try to keep your electives more academic. 100 or more hours of community service is recommended. 3 or more years of one language, as in you stay in the same language for 3 or more years. A 3.0 unweighted GPA, and that's a minimum. And of course, competitive scores on your SAT and SAT/ACT. Bright Futures requirements is something else you might be hoping to earn. But let's first speak about the high school course credits that must be on your transcripts. If you look at the red box, there are 16 high school course credits you need to have. Once this is achieved, in order to get the Florida Academic Scholars Award, which does equal 100% tuition, you must have everything that's in the blue box. In order to get the Florida Medallion Scholars Award, which is equal to 75% tuition, you must have everything in the green box. Now note in the green and blue boxes, you have your GPA, your SAT and ACT, and the service hours. They do change slightly depending on your graduation year. I know this sounds like a lot, but here's the good news. If you receive the ACE Diploma Award, it waives the GPA, the SAT, and the ACT requirement, and you'll only have to complete the service hours for a nonprofit organization. Here's Ms. Drucker to explain more about how the ACE program and how it might affect you.
ACE stands for the Advanced International Certificate of Education. This program is offered through the University of Cambridge and is an excellent alternative pathway for you to waive the GPA and SAT/ACT requirements to receive the Florida Academic Scholars level of Bright Futures, which is the highest level, that 100% tuition. Students must complete the ACE Diploma Award in a 25-month period. This is equal to 3 May-June Cambridge testing sessions and can span 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, or 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. A student can begin taking ACE classes in 9th grade and still qualify for their ACE diploma as a senior. Please see me in the ACE office in room 2110 to discuss further details on this. Students may also choose to take Cambridge courses in addition to the 7 required for the ACE diploma, which most students choose to do. If you pass these exams, you will receive additional college credits on top of the ones you receive for the 7 that you take to get the ACE Diploma Award. Please note that the ACE testing schedule is set by Cambridge a year in advance and has absolutely 0 flexibility. There are no makeup dates or times for any ACE exams and no early exams are allowed to be given. Wellington High pays for each exam of a class in which students are enrolled and their first attempt at the ACE Diploma Award as a junior or senior. If a student misses an ACE exam, their honors point average, so their weighted GPA, will be dropped from the college level to honors level, and you will be removed from the class at the start of the next semester, if not immediately. ACE Diploma Award candidates who complete the entire 7-course curriculum and sit for all 7 exams are exempt from the online course, fine arts, and PE requirements for graduation, even if you do not pass all of the ACE exams, but take all the classes and sit for all of the tests. Here are the ACE courses that we will be offering next year. As you can see, the courses that are new next year are in blue. Students need to take and pass one exam from groups 1, 2, and 3, as well as passing AS Global Perspectives in Research, which is the core mandatory research. The other 3 points toward the ACE diploma can come from any group. Group 4 credits are not required for the ACE diploma, but may be a school prerequisite before taking other Cambridge courses. All 7 courses must be completed within 3 school years, a 25-month period. Students may apply for their ACE diploma in 11th or 12th grade, depending on when they start courses, or if they need to retake exams that they have not passed. And now Mr. Wilkinson's going to talk to you about all of our new classes that are offered next year at Wellington High School.
We are so excited to be offering these new classes at Wellington High School next year. The classes you see in blue are new ACE classes. You can see which category they fall in on the previous slide. Classes in green are additional advanced placement classes. Courses in red are new leadership sections that will be offered 5th period alongside student government. If you're involved in these courses outlined in red, you will be planning and participating in many events on our campus. You will play a pivotal role in student leadership. We will look to you to advise us on how to make Wellington High School the best high school in Palm Beach County. Our SAT/ACT class will be focused on strategies to maximize your scores on college entrance exams. This class is designed for juniors who have already passed the FSA, as we will be focusing on building your math and reading skills. There are also numerous opportunities for you to earn industry certifications here at Wellington, so that when you leave our campus, you're immediately hireable. These industry certifications are highly sought after by key businesses throughout the county, state, and country. Once you've mastered some of these, internships and apprenticeships may be available for you right away. Just give it a try. CTE students also have the opportunity to earn the Florida Gold Seal Vocational Scholarship, which covers 75% of your tuition at a Florida State college or university. Review the requirements listed in the red box. If you believe that you've qualified or will qualify in the future, please meet with your school counselor to learn how to apply. As far as FLVS is concerned, we encourage our students to take Palm Beach virtual or Florida virtual courses to satisfy that online course graduation requirement. If you wish to take an online course, you should meet with your guidance counselor to sign up. FLVS and PBVS courses are a supplement to your regular 7-period day schedule. We have incredibly talented teachers here at Wellington High School. It is recommended that the courses offered on our campus should be taken here, face-to-face. Keep in mind that if you're earning the ACE Diploma Award, or if you have taken Digital Infotech and passed the Microsoft Office Specialist Industry Certification Exam, you are exempt from the online course requirement for graduation.
Okay, now it's time to do the real work. Let's fill out the course selection sheet. You should now have a good idea about what you want to take. Start with your name and grade and put it on your sheet, please. Next, think about what you need to take and put an X by those. Once you've done these ones that may be a little easier to choose, then start thinking about the electives that'll help you grow personally, academically, and professionally. And put an X next to these too. Once you have 7 X's, Those are your choices for next year's schedule. Now it's time to choose your 4 alternates. Place a 1 next to the class you would most like to have, a 2 next to your second favorite, and so on until you have 4. You should now have 7 X's and 4 numbers written next to courses on your seat. Your teacher should also have signed this sheet next to the courses that you've chosen. Your next step is to wait. Counselors will be meeting individually with their students in March to review these sheets and to be sure that everyone is on track for success according to their individual needs. Please save your course card and any forms you might need so you can turn them into your counselor during your scheduled meeting. It can help to go category by category. Start with language arts and think about what you're trying to do at Wellington. Are you trying to earn an ACE diploma? How have you done in the past? Talk to your teacher and counselor and make sure you're placed correctly. Next, move to math. How did you do this year? What does your teacher recommend? Have you met all your graduation requirements? These are questions to consider while reviewing the course selection sheet with your teacher, counselor, and parents. Next, let's move on to science. You need 3 sciences, so make sure to satisfy these first. Speak with your science teacher to see which courses will work best for you. And don't forget, we have a number of science electives that can prepare you for different career fields. So take a look there too. When it comes to social studies, you want to make sure you've got what you need to graduate. World history, US history, economics, and American government are all required. But there are a number of AP and ACE courses that may take their place. This is why it's so important to check with your teacher and counselor to make sure you're taking what you need. At Wellington High School, we offer French, Spanish, and American Sign Language. We recommend you stick with one language for at least 3 years because this will help you with both Bright Future scholarships and getting into college overall. It's not actually required to take a foreign language to graduate, but it's highly recommended that you try. When it comes to your electives, you have many options. One of the great things about Wellington High School is that we have so many to choose from. Whether you're a future musician, budding young artist, or the next school leader, we have elective courses that will help you grow. If you aren't sure what to take, start with your graduation requirements and go from there.
We have several opportunities for our students to have off-campus privileges. We have 4 different types of privileges for which you can leave campus. First, for all of you that have a job and need to leave a little early, that's great. You can take executive internship. For 1 period of executive internship, you must work an average of 10 hours per week. In order to get 2 periods, you must work 20 hours per week. In order to receive credit for the course, you would log your hours, submit your pay stub, and complete bi-weekly reflections on a Google Classroom. See Mr. Krupa for details. Second, we have voluntary public service. If you can earn 75 hours at a nonprofit organization in the semester during the school day, you could take voluntary public service. Again, you would submit your hours and a bi-weekly reflection on Google Classroom. See your guidance counselor for more information on this. And third, we have dual enrollment. You can earn college credit during the school day. You must have a 3.0 unweighted cumulative GPA and college-ready scores on either the PERT, SAT, or ACT in both reading and math. Ask your counselor for details. Check out our website under Students and Parents, Counselor's Corner, and Dual Enrollment. The 4th type of privilege is senior privilege, hence the word senior. You know what? You're a senior. You've earned it. Senior privilege has no credit attached to it. It is simply a free period. For those seniors who want to be competitive candidates for the college or university of their choice, you should strongly consider taking an additional academic elective rather than leaving campus. However, keep in mind, if you take this no credit class, you are required to leave campus immediately. You must have a ride and leave. This goes for all of the privileges. So let's talk specifics. Current juniors who are rising seniors, you can have up to 3 periods off campus as a senior. You may have 1 senior privilege and any 2 of the previous privileges we discussed, which are dual enrollment, voluntary public service, and executive internship. If you would like to have any of these privileges, you must be on track to graduate. That means you have a minimum 2.25 GPA, 20 service hours at a nonprofit agency, your online course requirement is satisfied, you've passed your 10th grade FSA reading or earned the equivalent concordance score on the SAT or ACT, and passed the Algebra 1 EOC or its equivalent on the PERT. If you plan to take advantage of these privileges, you must also have the parent notary form completed. Current sophomores who are rising juniors, you can have up to 2 periods off campus as a junior. You may have 2 of the previous privileges we discussed: dual enrollment, voluntary public service, and executive internship. Again, 2.25 GPA, 20 service hours, FLVS online course requirement completed, passed the 10th grade FSA reading or its equivalent, and passed the Algebra 1 EOC or its equivalent. And you must have the parent notary completed. Current freshmen who are rising sophomores, you may have 1 period off. However, we expect more from you if you are a sophomore and actually leaving this campus. It is expected that you have a 3.0 GPA, at least 10 of your service hours completed, your online course requirement satisfied, and you must be on track to passing the mandatory testing requirements and have a current level 3 or above on the FSA ELA or FSA math that is appropriate for you. If you wish to take dual enrollment, in addition to all of the above, keep in mind that you must also have college-ready scores on the SAT, ACT, or PERT. If you plan to take advantage of any of these privileges, you must also have the parent notary form completed and have a ride. Okay? We do expect more. If you're a sophomore leaving this campus, we have very high expectations for you.
So just to recap, here's a timeline. You've already received your course selection sheets in your English classes. At this time, you should be discussing your options and choices with your teachers and parents, and teachers can also be registering you for the courses that they recommend on SIS. When March begins, students will be meeting with their school counselors to finalize selections, turn in all of the necessary paperwork, and submit any documentation. After March is over, and when we return from spring break, would be the best time to meet with your counselor if you have more specific questions or need a little extra attention. But please note, failure to return your course selection sheets by the deadline will result in courses being chosen for you by your counselor.
Okay, Wolverines, that is all we have for you today. It's extremely important that students and parents, you have a family conversation. Students, make sure you know what you're signing up for. Make sure you talk to your teachers. Make sure you talk to your parents, and everyone is on the same page. If you have any further questions, you can look on your course selection sheet for who to contact in different scenarios, whether it be a department chair or guidance counselor, school counselor, what have you. So that's all I have for you this evening. I hope you have, or this afternoon, I hope you have a wonderful day.